Good morning, good morning, good morning. 5 people that you're here, thank you so much. Welcome. Actually, what I want to talk to you about today, it's a good segue what we heard about earlier. My name is Nasia Skulikariti, and I'm the founder and CEO of Apero Data and TechStage Hub. And amongst many other things, I enable smart people like yourself to become relevant and stay ahead in the age of AI and all the stuff and all the jazz that comes along with it. So I want to start with a little story, if I may. I had a chat with a big retailer in the UK a few weeks ago, who their CMO happens to be a good friend of mine. And for years, I've been waxing lyrical, saying about the benefits of messaging, why they should be using SMS to reach the customers, and now why conversational AI and RCS is the new best thing, since sliced bread, that is. And he said to me over coffee, he says, Nasia, I'm not investing any of my budget in messaging services anymore. I said, what? What do you mean? You have good deliverability. He said to me, I am investing in customer service solutions. Now let's think about that for a minute. Customer experience services solutions. That made me think, and it made me think because it changed the paradigm of how we do anything in our industry. While we're talking to our customers about the what, our customers are already buying the why. Customer experience solutions. And mind you, they need telco services such as messaging to deliver these solutions. It's interesting what's happening in the industry right now. So, we are living in a world where everything is shifting very fast, extremely fast, faster than we anticipated. And with all of that comes a lot of upside. Good things, bad things, the wonderful things. So I want to walk you a little bit of why this is happening, because the way value is created has shifted tremendously. Things that we expected to be valuable and working these last 3 weeks no longer are what we need to be doing. And there's a good reason for that. As you can see, if I get out of the way, you can see the slides. As you can see, for the past centuries, up until 1992, the way we consumed data and knowledge was static, and the delivery was physical. Think of the printing press, for instance. From 1993 to 2021, the way we consume knowledge changed from static to active, and the delivery became digital. Think of internet. That's the time the internet came about. And from 2023 onwards, we got the knowledge consumption to be active, the delivery digital, but also generative. ChatGPT, Claude, or the different LLMs, they've changed again the way we do things, the way we consume things. So past, knowledge was everything. Data holding and knowing a lot of things was everything. These days, intelligence and knowledge is commoditized. When we all have the same information available to us, where is the value? So, it took the internet 5 years to become a household name. It took ChatGPT less than 2 years. It costs a lot of money to get the internet into our houses. It costs zero to talk to the AI. And this is why we see this big upside and why it's taking off so fast. Conversations that I've been having with executives and people in the room have been telling me the same thing, that it's been going on in the same cycle. Well, Nasia, if we keep doing and we keep selling delivery, then we already lost to the platforms. And by platforms, I'm talking the OTTs, right? And what the customers want is insights, outcomes, and control. Then teams that I've been talking to, they're telling me, we had training. They taught us how to do ChatGPT, and how to talk to it, how to create, how to get information. What we do not know is how to make this valuable across our entire organization. And kid you not, if you think that your people are not using AI to make their life a lot easier already on a daily basis, you're living in a different world. The difference is, some of you condone it and endorse it, and you help them become better at it, and some of you keep a blind eye, and some of you don't have time to even think about it. And if you don't have time to think about how you can stay relevant in your business, then what do you have time for? Right? So this is not something I'm making up or scaremongering. I just want to paint a picture of where we are right now and what is changing. Experts say that by 2027, 42% of all the tasks, 2027, less than 2 years away, 42% of all the tasks will be automated and run by AI, right? Let's think about it for a minute. Can I see a show of hands of how many people have used AI to do something for work? Fantastic. Keep your hands up, please. How many of you felt really comfortable doing so? Some hands went down, some hands were up, and there's a good reason for that. I also want to tell you that more than 400 million people are using ChatGPT on a weekly basis, which is almost as much as the population of the entire North America. 400 million minimum on a weekly basis, they're using that. My mother's using Perplexity to get, recipes that she doesn't know. And I'm sure everybody is changed the way we see and we use information. So the industry is transforming, and what I see is like three main gaps. First is the product focus versus what the customer needs. The next thing is a big challenge, the shift on perspective on what the clients want. Remember my story? We are talking about the what, the customers are buying the why, customer experience services. And the third one is the opportunity. And that's where I think we have the big upside in our industry and that opportunity of bridging the gap. Right? So in the past, we built entire careers by learning something, and that knowledge lasted about 10 years, and we didn't have to worry about it. These days, the shelf life of our skill set, especially in technology, lasts 2.5 years. 2.5 years. That's not because it's not relevant. That's not because it's not good. It's because everything is changing so fast. So we need to adapt along with it. And what I want to propose here today, and it varies depending on what your role is. If you're an account manager, the challenges that you're having in the industry are much different than if you're an MNO or if you're a service provider. And I know I only have 20 minutes, so I better go faster. So this is where I see really the break happening. It's on the conversation of what we deliver and how we talk to our customers. Instead of talking about the value and what they want, we keep pitching our services, our platforms, and that's where things are breaking. Think about it. You go to a customer and you say, my CPaaS platform, has phenomenal deliverability. It uses multiple protocols and it's secure. And the customer thinks, this person doesn't care or doesn't know what I really need. You lost them immediately. Instead, think about, I can meet your customer where they are, when they need it, and they're ready to engage in terms of the channel. And mind you, I will keep the data safe. Do you notice what I've done here? I did not change what you do. You're still selling your CPaaS platform, right? What I've done is I changed the hero in your story. I changed the hero from your platform to their customer experience. And that makes all the difference. And that's what I want to spend a few more times to show you how to do on a daily basis. Because this is about learning something today. So what we do is we connect the dots. A lot of our people in our industry, they sell wholesale things, which is buy my minutes, buy my SMS messages. Do you have traffic? I was talking to somebody today. Many of you are, I didn't get permission to use her name, but she was like, I can't believe it. I've been talking to these young ladies that came up to me, they're trying to sell me messaging. And I was thinking, do you see what I'm selling? Did you even read? And they were talking to me about how interconnected. They had no idea. We don't spend the time to educate our people on what we're selling. How do we expect them to be successful? And mind you, we need to move from wholesale to enterprise. And how do we do that? We learn the language of our customer's customer. And that's what I want you to do, learn that language. So we understand what the pain points are of the industry, of the customer. That's the number one step. Then we think, how could my solution and services, messaging, platform, solve that problem? And then we talk to the customer, not by pitching, but by having a conversation, by taking that and showing them how they can do it, right? So the old way, let me put it into more context for you so you can understand from example, it would be, like I mentioned earlier, my CPaaS platform, uses all the different or multiple protocols and it's very secure. So instead of that, then you use, I will meet your customers and give them what they need, when they need it, at the channel they're more likely to respond, and I will keep the data safe. So we shift the paradigm. And that's the key here. By shifting it's a mindset shift, really. It's not difficult. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. And the good news is, people in the telecom industry, you have everything. You understand the infrastructure. This is the edge. You have the knowledge. You know the workflows. You know how operations work. You've done the connecting between the technical and the physical already. So all we need to do is shift how you communicate that to your customers. And that's what is missing. That's the missing link. And you're doing that by bridging the bridge, building that bridge that I mentioned. And it takes 5 minutes, right? You scan the industry, you figure out how you can help them, and you go do it. And more examples. But because I'm already at time, what I'm going to do is tell you that you can do it. This is where AI is coming in. You can use AI to help you with all that. And if the internet is working really quickly, I can show you in 2 minutes how you can get all the information. Hey, Chatty.
Hey, Nasia, great to hear from you. How are you doing today? Let me know if there's anything else you want to add to that update or if there's something else on your mind.
Okay, so I've already given you the prompt that I want the good folks here at GCCM to understand. Can you run the prompt again that I gave you? Create a brief industry intelligence report for my telecom messaging business. The focus should be on, let's say, logistics, right? So please provide top 3 business challenges or trends affecting companies in the industry this week. Any operational inefficiencies or customer engagement problems that are being discussed, how these challenges could create opportunities for messaging services, connecting solutions or communication platforms. I want you to give me one specific conversation starter I could use with my clients in this industry. Please make this format 2-minute read and focus on actionable business knowledge. Got all that?
Got it. Here's a quick industry intelligence briefing for your telecom messaging business with a focus on logistics. Top 3 challenges and trends in logistics, July 2025. Cybersecurity and supply chains. With logistics becoming increasingly digital, the threat of cyber attacks is at an all-time high. Companies are investing in AI-driven threat detection and zero-trust security frameworks to protect their operations and data. Real-time visibility and tracking. The demand for real-time tracking of shipments is skyrocketing. Businesses are leveraging IoT devices and AI analytics to gain full visibility into their supply chains, ensuring efficiency and transparency. Sustainability and green logistics. There's a growing emphasis on reducing carbon footprints. Logistics companies are adopting renewable energy, optimizing routes.
Okay, Chati, thank you so much. This is, I will pass it along to the good folks here because we only have a few minutes left. But just to make sure that they get the most value, if they were to reach out to a very important customer, what message should they tell them?
Absolutely. For a key customer, you could highlight how leveraging advanced messaging solutions can tackle these logistics challenges head on. For example, you can mention how real-time tracking and AI-driven alerts can keep their supply chain secure and efficient. A great conversation.
Thank you so much, Chati. I appreciate it. This, I think, gives us an idea of what we can do extremely fast in a short period of time. So thank you. Thank you. That's all for now.
You're so welcome. I'm glad I could help. If you need anything else.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I use on a daily basis, really. Prompts like this to get information and intelligence from the customers. Something that used to take me at least many hours, really, to do the research manually. You can now get it very fast and very easy. So there's really no excuse not to understand what the problems of our customers are, so we can reach out and frame it in a way that will make it more easier for them. So we're selling them the why, not the what, not the messages, not the platform, not what they can get through the technology, but the why, the value to them and the value to the customers. Remember, customer experience solutions, not messaging. That's where they invest the budget. And I see this across the board. And you know, folks, this is my challenge for you. Monday morning, research one customer industry, pick one top customer, send out one message, then get in touch with me and tell me you've done it and how you felt about it. And I've actually made it very easy for you. Get your phones out, scan this QR code, you'll get my prompt, and you get everything that you need in order to achieve this every Friday morning. And if you don't have use for it, I'm pretty sure your salespeople can use it. So no excuse, is it? Anyhow, over time. Thank you for your indulgence and thank you for your time. I don't know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them or speak to you later.